everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an exciting one as this is my first build on my new island of Foxtail. If you missed the theme reveal video, you can go back and watch it now because all of my codes are in it, but I'm going to be doing a Forestcore no terraforming island. So this should be very interesting. I've never done no terraforming before, so it's going to be a bit of an adjustment. So let's get on with the build and see what happens. As I normally do, I'm going to start off by putting down some path. I have already done the large chunk of it. I'm not going to make you watch all of the path placing down because I'm terrible at doing it. So here is just the end bit of it. I have decided to go for like a circular shape and then a few different ways off of it, as of course the entrance is kind of the main gateway into the island, and also the plaza is quite close, so we've got a nice little path back that way as well. And then the circular bit is where we're going to have all of the decoration. For this build, I was kind of inspired by a build that I did on my music festival island, where I had the circular area with the campfire and a little stage, and then just the trees were just all surrounding it. I really loved that build. Probably one of my favorite I did on that island. It just looked really nice. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use lots of trees again. I'm going to mix them up between the cedar and the hardwood. It feels weird calling them hardwood because I don't know. Cedar wood, is that not hardwood? I don't know. I'm no tree expert, but yeah, we'll use them. And also I'm mixing up the different heights of the trees because I feel like that adds a different layer of detail and just makes it look super more interesting and more natural than it would if you just had like all the same height trees. So I must remember to plant some trees, plant some fruit behind it and stunt them for sure. I always forget. And then I thought the well would be nice to add it in the center because it's kind of natural and it's not too like city-like. I feel like it's quite something that you would find in like a rustic forest area. I think it works nicely. And then we have got lots of different codes I'm going to put down as well, like some clovers here. The plain party lights, I thought they were just like a nice welcome piece. And then I'm just testing out what kind of natural foliage I want to use. So I've got some flowers. I did include these in my mood board. I don't know if I included these bushes, but for some reason the hydrangea bushes have suddenly just grown on me because I like the leaf detail on them, so we're going to use them. And the flowers are pretty much the same, the white kind of mums, tulips and green mums, and also I will use some hyacinths later. I don't know what it is, but I just can't get myself to use different colour flowers. The only colour flowers that I can use are whites, and it's really a really bad trait. Although I don't know if you can call it a trait, but they just speak to me more than other colour flowers. And this was the point where I realised, oh damn it, I'm in cherry blossom season, and the pink was just throwing me off majorly, like big style. But yeah, I stuck with it for a little bit, adding in the different trees so you get an idea of where the placement are and where they're going to be. As you can see, I've got different kind of sizes with these as well, which I thought was good. But yeah, the pink and the green, that's a lot for me. When you're trying to do something Forestcore and you've just got this bright pink there, it throws you off so much when you're trying to decorate. And then I decided to add in more wheat fields just while I kind of come to terms with whether the fact that I'm going to time travel or not. At this point I should have just time traveled straight away and just got it over and done with, but I decided to persevere. I think it's coming together nicely though with the natural stuff and the wheat fields. The wheat fields just really help make everything, I feel. Number one wheat field fan, although actually I don't think I have a number one wheat field fan, but yeah, this was the point. I decided I'm gonna have to time travel. And I went back to March. The grass is a nice colour, the trees are a nicer colour. I just prefer early March. It works nicely. And I did put this retro transportation spot here earlier. I keep calling it a spot. Is it a spot? I don't know. Stop, not spot. They have the same words, same letters even, but they don't work properly. Anyway, got rid of that. That was my point that I was trying to make. And added in this storefront little build. I thought it was cute. I've kind of done something similar before, but I'm just going to put the curtain partition out front and then add in a little stool as well. And then we're just going to pretend that it's like a little newspaper shop. Don't know why you would have a newspaper shop here, but we're going for it. And then I obviously had to add in some barrels because they are calling to me. They are just We love a barrel on this channel, so why not add some in? And the wooden crate combo. I know it's not called a wooden crate, it's called a wooden box. It should have been called a wooden crate. There's my hot take. But they work well together because of the heights. They work really nicely together. And a windmill just for some extra height that isn't a tree. And it kind of looks nice with the green as well. And I decided to add the storage shed in between the storefronts. So it kind of had a roof, even though it's lower. It's still kind of roof. It makes sense in my head. And to make it feel more like a shop, I've obviously got to add in the cash register, and then I'm going to add in the recycled paper bundles. Honestly, one of my favorite items that came out of 2.0. They're just such a nice item, and I think that we were really calling out for it for ages because everywhere just seemed to use the stacked books, but now we have them, it's so much better. And then just trying to add in some more items on the other side as well, just to add in a little wooden box. Didn't mean to do this. This was so annoying. You know when you drop or pick something up accidentally and then you just have to go through it all again? I just did this. It's like deja vu, but not in a good way. But yeah, it didn't take too long to fix, thankfully, but I hopefully won't make that mistake again. Very annoying. I don't know what I was thinking here. For some reason, you know, when you put a bush down, it goes in front of you. I was trying to get it to go down underneath me, which never happens unless you're using the starters, obviously. But yeah, I don't know what came over me there for a second. And then I'm just kind of going around the edges again. I remembered I had some bunnies in my inventory, so obviously I have to put them down because they're adorable, and I want there to be lots of wildlife on this island. So bunnies, ducks, what other kind of, like butterflies. I'm definitely going to use them. I might use some bug standees. I've never really used them before in the past. I've used the butterfly models even though I don't like the stands on them, and I know some people won't use them just because of the stands, but I like the way that the white ones look. Particularly the paper kite is my favorite, so I am going to use them at some point, and maybe use some bug models as well. Maybe delve into that because I've only ever really used the bee models, and that was just for like apiaries and things. I'm just kind of going around here. I wanted this to work so bad, but it just didn't look right. So I tried putting it here, and then I was like, that's a bit random, but I'm going to leave it there for now. And then I wanted to use the transportation stop, and I decided it looked better here, so this is where it's going to go. I think the green version is really nice, and it obviously works wonderfully for the theme that I'm going for, so I will try and use it in a few different places. Yeah, it's a bit random that I chucked some firewood there, but again, we're going for the rustic. We're embracing the rustic, so if someone's dropped some firewood, then they've dropped some firewood. The tiny library I also really wanted to use. This has to be one of my favorite items as well. It always has been, even since when I first started playing the game, because of the green, because of the cute little decoration on it. It is so cute. It's like a folksy feeling to it, and I want to use it more, so I'm going to try and use it lots on this island. So I decided to switch it out with the little street organ. It just fitted better here because it's kind of like the paper area, and then there's a book as well. I don't know, it kind of works. Tried to put the street organ here, wasn't feeling it. It looked okay, but meh. Instead, I put down a green leaf pile, which is just totally random, but it works. We're going to have to use lots of green leaf piles as well, I feel. Even though leaves don't really fall during spring, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Maybe some child has picked off all the leaves from one of the trees. Who knows? Look at me trying to make sense of my builds yet again. I really should stop that. I don't think it's a great thing to do, but if that's the way my brain works, that's the way my brain works. So we are putting down some more custom designs. I have used quite a few of the same ones. I have got more like naturally, maybe they're a bit more like fall-like forest, but I did want to use these as well, like the lighter green ones with like mushrooms and things on. I just haven't used them so much in this build, and I hope that's not indicative of what happens with the rest of the island, because including lots of them will definitely help it feel more foresty. At the moment it just feels like, I want it to feel like a spring forest, so that's good, right? This is one of the ones that I was talking about. I guess it looks a bit fall-y because of the browns, but I can still make it work, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And then this kind of area was looking a little bit It needed some work. It needed some trees. I think that's what it was. But you can probably see how close I am to resident services over there. I apologize for not really doing anything in order in this video, in this entrance build. But you know when you go away to get items and then you come back and you're like, oh, I forgot where I was. I'll just work down on this corner. That happens to me a lot. I'm pretty sure, like, that doesn't make much sense. But if you're like, why are you all over the place? That's why. I have a terrible memory, and I forget where I was. So yeah, we did get back here eventually, but now I'm just putting down flowers instead, which always help a build feel like they're more finished for sure. And these are some more of those codes that I was talking about that felt a little bit more fall-like, but almost not quite fall-like, but they look cute still, right? Sorry for all the people that are like, get the balloon, get the balloon. I don't have a slingshot on me. I'm sorry. That is a bad trait of mine. Not getting balloons. I should always get balloons, but I forget. And I know it annoys some people, but oh well. So yeah, just some more trees here, just to like corner the resident services. It's going to be interesting doing a resident services without terraforming. I've never done that. I haven't, or maybe I have. I just haven't done it for a long time. I always used to just put cliffs behind it or something, just something to kind of fence the area. And not doing that this time is going to be weird. I actually can't think of an island where I haven't put some cliffs behind resident services. That's an interesting thought. But for such a flat area, I think that the best things to do when you're doing no terraforming is probably just try and get height using other methods. But here is what the finished product looked like. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the build, and I shall see you again soon with another one. Bye bye.